Stop me if this sounds familiar to you. You're getting leads, people are reaching out, you're having great conversations, and then they just disappear. And then you follow up once, maybe twice, and then life gets busy. 3 months later, you see that they hire your competitor. That sounds painful, isn't it? It shouldn't be that way because you're literally watching money slip through your fingers. And here's the truth. Running a business without a CRM system is like driving a Ferrari with no wheels. You've got all this power, all this potential, but you're going absolutely nowhere. And I am not just saying that, top performing companies consistently create have these processes, and this is kind of like the foundation of success. That's why I'm saying that, and that's why I keep encouraging my clients to really have a CRM system and a strong one that really helps you to grow as you're growing in your business. So by the end of this show, you're going to understand exactly why a CRM is the most important technology investment you will ever make, how it connects to every dollar you earn. And then I'm going to also explain to you the 9 traffic channels you can use starting today to fill it with qualified leads. So you have qualified leads in your CRM system. This system has helped businesses triple their revenue, and I'm going to show you how it works. So let's fix your business together, and let's do it right now. Okay, so before we dive in, I need you to kind of shift your thinking for a moment. Today, I am training you to think like a chief marketing officer, a CMO. As entrepreneurs, we wear many hats. We wear the CEO hat, CFO, CMO, many hats, right? But here's what separates struggling businesses from thriving ones. Understanding 3 core positions. You need to be the owner, the marketing, and the closer. Today, we're putting on that marketing hat, and I'm going to show you exactly what successful CMOs know about building a business that runs without you. So, are you ready? Let's start with the foundation. That's the foundation is it's the way to start really understanding how to grow your business. So, let's start with the basics. What is a CRM? CRM stands for Customer Relationship Management. It's a technology, it's a system that helps you manage your customer relationships. But here's what that really means to you. Think about it this way. Data is the most important currency we have in business today. Not money, it's data. Because data tells you what's actually happening in your business, who's opening your emails, who's clicking your links, who's ignoring you, who's ready to buy. A CRM system stores all of this information in one central hub, right? It's got two parts of it. First, there's the technology itself, that's the platform, and second is the data that you put into the CRM system. And that would include, the contact information like the names, emails, phone numbers, but also customer behavioral data. What did they click on? What pages did they visit? What did they purchase? What did they almost purchase but didn't? So let me give you a real example. There was a content creator who posted a video on social media that got 40,000 views. That sounds amazing, right? Well, it has these 40,000 views, but what happens? There's one thing that is called, and then also she had like 1,500 followers, right? But what happened with those 40,000 views or people were looking at what she was posting? That is where we call shadow followers. They watch, but they don't commit. And if they don't commit, they don't follow, right? Now, here's the question. Do you own Facebook? Nope, you don't. Mark Zuckerberg does. Do you own Instagram? Nope. And here's the scary part. At any moment, if someone impersonates you, if there's a technical glitch, if the algorithm changes, boom, your account gets shut down. And this happens to businesses every single day. But your CRM, that never gets shut down because you own it, okay? You control the CRM, you control your system. Every single contact, every piece of data, every relationship, it's yours. That is why having a company without a CRM is like having a car without an engine. You are not going anywhere. Now, let's talk about your database because this is where everything starts, right? Your database is both the technology that you use and the information you collect. Think of it as a business central nervous system. That is your business central nervous system. So here's what you need to understand. When you're just starting out, you're doing everything individually. You're talking to Kevin, you're talking to Sarah, then you talk to Mike. It's one conversation at a time. But how do you scale? You need to start thinking in groups. Groups will give you leverage. So inside your CRM system, you're collecting two types of data. First is the contact information, the basics from the people that you're connecting. But then the second part is the behavioral information that you're getting from those people. And this is where magic happens. Imagine knowing that 500 people open your email, but only 50 click the link. That's a problem. But it is a problem because, but it's okay because we can fix it because we're aware that that's a problem. Or maybe you see that 200 people visited your sales page, but nobody is buying. That tells you something that is wrong with your offer or your copy, but not your traffic, because you have that data. You can look at the numbers. You can see what's happening with the behavioral data of the people coming into your landing page. So here's the real kicker. Without this visibility, you're flying blind. You're not guessing. You're hoping, right? So I hope it's not the hope that you have, like the guessing is really not a business strategy. That doesn't really help you grow, help you understand what you're really doing in your business. The goal is for you to have more visibility into what people are actually doing with your content. What are they responding to? What are they ignoring? What is it that they're buying? This is why every successful business has a CRM. Not some of them, all of them. All successful businesses have a CRM. And there's many CRM systems. You can, leverage companies like HubSpot, Salesforce, Soho. I love Go High Level. That's the one that I use. That's the one I promote and help my clients implement in their business. And, this is, for me, my right hand for everything that I do in my business. But they all exist because this is a mission critical. And what's the good news? The technology has never been easier and more affordable than ever right now. It has changed so much. The evolution of these technologies has done an amazing job. Okay? So now I want to take you into another topic, which is about funnels. Now, some of you are very familiar with the concept. Others might be thinking, what's a funnel? So let me break it down as simple as possible. A funnel is a series of steps that your lead or customer goes through to engage with you. And it's a series of steps. Could be simple or could be complex, but it's always a journey. And let me give you an example so you can get an idea on a funnel steps. So you send an email. In that email, there's a link to register to a Zoom webinar. They click that link in order to register. Then they show up to your webinar, and that's a funnel. So the funnel will go from email to registration page to webinar, 3 steps. Now, funnels can get a little bit more sophisticated too. Maybe you run Facebook ads. So they click on your Facebook ad, they land on a page where you offer, for example, a free ebook. They opt in with their email. Then you send them the ebook. Then you will send a follow-up email inviting them to buy, let's say, your course. And that is a more complex funnels. But same principle, it's a series of steps. And here's what's critical. Every step in the funnel is connected to your CRM. So when someone opts in for this free ebook, they are automatically tagged into your system. They go into an automation sequence. You can track exactly where they're at in their journey with you. And here's what's interesting about the evolution of these systems. 20 years ago, CRM platforms were terrible. Businesses were fixing things together, trying to hack and connect different platforms to talk to each other, trying to, businesses were staying up at night to fix broken integrations. It was a nightmare. It was not great. But today, you can literally click a few buttons and have a fully automated funnel running 24/7. While you sleep, while you are with your family, while you are focusing on serving your clients, your funnel is working, right? It's capturing leads, it's nurturing relationships, it's moving people closer to buying. Now, I know some of you are thinking, well, that kind of sounds complicated. This sounds technical, and I'm not a tech person. I get it. But here is what I want you to understand. This is the year to stop avoiding it. The tools are better than ever. The support is better than ever. And the cost of not having the system, that is costing you tens of thousands or maybe hundreds of thousands of dollars. So write this down. Simple funnels first. Always start simple. A landing page can capture an email sequence that will build trust, and a call to action that invites them to work with you. That's it. You can get more sophisticated later on, but the point is start with a simple funnel and start implementing very simple steps. Okay, now that you understand the foundation, we have the CRM, we talk about databases, we talk about funnels. Let's talk about traffic, because here's the thing. You can have the most beautiful funnel in the world, but if nobody is seeing it, you got nothing. Traffic is human beings. Sometimes we call them eyeballs, sometimes we call them leads, but never forget that these are real people on the other side of their phones, on the other side of their computers. So create everything to speak to them, to serve them, to help them. These are people that you are connecting. That's your traffic. So I'm going to take you through 9 main traffic channels, and I'm going to go give you rapid fire of information about each channel. So write it down, have a piece of paper to understand each channel, so you can understand where you can focus on. So 8 of the 9 are completely free, and only 1 requires you to spend money. Okay? Okay, so let's start writing those down. Number 1, partnerships and collaborations. This is where other people market for you through their databases. Think about a partnership between Disney and Lululemon working together, right? You don't have to be that big, but that's kind of like, to give you an example, you can partner with someone in your industry who serves the same audience, but offers different services. I've seen businesses reach 8 figures per year just using just this partnership traffic. Number 2, affiliates. These are people who love your stuff and want to send you customers. They make a commission when someone buys. They're successful companies with thousands of affiliates, and every week they get thousands of new customers just from these relationships, right? So you got to have it set it up. Again, you need a CRM system to have this organized, but you can have these affiliates that can promote your services or your products. And you don't need thousands of them. You just need 3 or 5 or 10. And that's going to get you like very, very well, like in getting more traffic. Number 3, it's social media. You knew this one was coming. All right. So pick the platforms where your customers hang out and where you thrive. Those are more important. Where, of course, you already have at this point clarity on your who's your target audience, right? And then, but which platform really works for you, thrive you, like you feel like you're comfortable working with that platform. So if you're naturally good at long form content, maybe focus on YouTube, and you can focus on LinkedIn if you like if your customers are B2B, right? If you are great with quick visual content, maybe you want to leverage Instagram and TikTok, and maybe those are your channels. Play to your strength and be authentic. And that is what really works. Okay, now let's move to number 4, which is another channel, which is speaking and presenting. There are literally thousands of speaking opportunities every hour around the planet. You can explore local Rotary clubs, online webinars, industry conferences, podcast interviews. When you're starting out, you're not going to be speaking like Tony Robbins stage, but you will speak, maybe you will start going and speaking at a local library where maybe you might have 15, 20, 30 business owners in that event, right? But you start doing something. Okay, the number 5 channel is SEO, which is search engine optimization. This is how you show up when people Google something in your industry. You do this by putting valuable content on your website. You create blog posts. You create case studies, resources. The search engine will find it, will index it, and then will send people to you, right? But you got to create the content. Okay, now let's move into number 6, which is PR, which is public relations. Getting features in magazines, in newspapers, online publications. And here's the key. You don't have to pay for this. The most successful businesses get PR by reaching out, offering value, positioning themselves as experts, and earning the coverage. Okay? Number 6 is offline networking. I'm sure you're doing that, but you can go to masterminds, networking events, go to workshops. You can pick up high-end clients just for going to the right events and building real relationships face-to-face. Number 8 is your own database. And as you know, and we've been discussing in this episode, this is gold. You go back to people who already know you, already trust you, and ask for referrals, right? Keep marketing to your existing list. This is the way you continue leveraging your database. Just because someone didn't buy maybe the first time, that doesn't mean that they won't buy the second or the third time. So you need to you need to keep connecting with them. And then number 9, and that's the last traffic channel, is paid advertising. And this is the only one that costs money. So we're referring here to Facebook ads, Google ads, LinkedIn ads. Now, I know this scares people because you need a budget. But here's what most people don't know. You can test everything, for $10, $15. You don't need thousands. You just need a few bucks to kind of like test what you are putting out there. So you test, you learn, you find what works, and then you scale up. And to be honest, the way I test it first, in my case, I do first organic posts to test what's really resonating. And the posts that are really working out are the ones that you would put some money behind it to keep testing with more traffic. But I don't recommend just going and posting like doing ads right away if you don't have a clear understanding if your messaging is resonated with your customers. Okay, so here's what I want you to understand: businesses succeed because of smart execution. Facebook will take all your money. I will say good luck, but a small business with a smart strategy will beat a big business with a lazy strategy every single time. That is what you to take away from this. Okay. We are getting into some powerful stuff right now. And this one, I know I've been teaching you a lot so far, but I want you to now talk about conversion rate optimization, or CRO. This is the science behind why people actually take action. Conversion means somebody did what you asked them to do. Let's say if 100 people land on your opt-in page and only 2 people opt in, you literally have a 2% conversion rate. That is pretty bad. But if you have 30 people opting in, you have a 30% conversion rate, and that's amazing. So here's the thing. When I'm talking to you directly, when I'm talking to one person, I can adjust based on their feedback because I'm having the conversation, I'm looking at your body language, I'm having a conversation. I have a better understanding on what's happening within the conversation that we're having, right? So I get the feedback on a one-on-one basis. But when 5,000 people are visiting my page, I can't really talk to each person individually. And that's where the conversion rate optimization comes in. Because this conversion rate optimization is about testing. We change one thing and see what performs better. And this is called split testing. Maybe we will test 2 different headlines. We will send half of the traffic to headline version 1, and then we send the other half of the traffic to headline number 2, or headline version B, and see which one converts better, right? And that's how real businesses work. They are not really guessing. They are not going with their gut. They are testing, they are measuring and optimizing based on real data. That's, again, that you need the CRM system to help you with that as well. And you don't need to run 80,000 tests, but you do need to start testing. That's kind of like the way you would optimize the work you're doing. You can change your headline, test a different call to action. You can try, something doing with a video and without a video. But whatever you test, start measuring what works or what doesn't work. So then you can keep adjusting and doing, improving what you're doing. So don't guess, test, and that will be the mantra. Like that will be the learning point in this section for CRO. Okay, now let's bring this all together because I want you to see how everything connects. So imagine this. You're running Facebook ads and posting on LinkedIn. That is 2 different traffic channels. People click your link and land on a landing page. That's your funnel. They opt in for a free guide, and their information automatically goes into your CRM system, which is your database. Now, your CRM takes over. It sends them, let's say, if they opt in for a guide, the CRM, the automation will send them the guide automatically. It'll tag that person as a new lead, It will put them in an email sequence that you wrote months ago that is still running on autopilot. It tracks whether they open the emails, they click on the link, they visit the page. You can track all that in the CRM system. A few days later, your AI assistant inside the CRM system notices that, whatever leads visited your sales page 3 times but didn't buy. So it automatically sends them a personalized text message and that says, hey, I noticed you were checking out, I don't know, our coaching program. Do you have any questions I can help you with? The leads responds, and then your AI system will book them on your calendar. It sends them a confirmation email and SMS reminders, right? So then everything, again, is organized and automated in the system. They show up on the call, you close them, and then your CRM records the sale, creates an invoice, sends the contract, I don't know, with a digital signature, and enrolls them in your client onboarding sequence. Again, all this needs to be set up, but that's how that would be kind of like the process, the workflow. All of that happens automatically. You didn't manually send a single email. You didn't manually follow up. You didn't manually remember to send a reminder. The system did it for you. And that is the power of a CRM connected to proper funnels and consistent traffic. It's a business that works without you, literally, without you working in the business 24/7, because the system is doing it for you. Think about this. What would it mean for your life if your business could generate leads, nurture relationships, and close sales while you sleep, while you are with your kids, while you are on vacation? That's not a fantasy. That's exactly what systems like this create and help you run your business. Okay, all right, listen. We've covered a lot today. If your head is spinning a little bit, that is probably a good thing. And that means you're seeing the possibilities you didn't see before. So let me give you the bottom line on this CRM system. It's not optional. It is the engine of your business. You need to connect it to smart funnels. You need to fill it with traffic from the 9. You can leverage any of the 9 channels that we discussed. You need to optimize your conversions, and you build a business that scales. Now, you also need to make sure that you have the right CRM system. They are very basic and it won't let you do all this. So you also make sure that you have a system that can grow with your business. Otherwise, you're going to have to switch it later and it's more work. So that's also some little tip that I wanted to provide as well. Okay, so what's next? If this video gave you clarity or maybe spark an idea, hit the like button right now and subscribe to this channel, because I keep bringing you with content that can help you grow your business, can help you with new strategy, new mindset, and help you think differently. I release new content every week to help business owners like you grow smarter, not harder. So subscribe to my channel if this type of content resonates with you. Second, I would love for you to drop a comment below and tell me which of the 9 traffic channels are you going to focus on first. I read every single comment and I will give you personalized advice on how to get started. And maybe you're already starting and you have some traffic channels. So what you need to identify is, are those working for you right now? Or maybe you need to rethink how you're putting your focus on and your energy. Okay? Third, I want to offer you something very valuable. I am opening up my calendar for free CRM strategy calls. These are 30-minute one-on-one sessions where we will look at your specific business, identify where you're losing leads and money, and create a custom roadmap for implementing these systems. I'm not going to pitch you anything. It's no pressure. It's just a strategy call to give you clarity. So if you're interested, you can book the free strategy call. Go to daltoleadsystems.com. So that will be DALTO leadsystem.com. The link is also in the description below. These spots will fill up fast, so grab yours while they are available. And if you're really serious about getting personalized help with this, I'm also offering a free CRM strategy call where we really discuss your specific situation. We can go deep on what's happening with you. What systems are you leveraging today? How can you connect that with AI systems as well? So that will be very helpful for you. So you can also go to daltoleadsystem.com and then you can book a time with me there. No pressure. If it's there if you want it, but I'm offering that for free to help you out. And so here is my challenge to you. Pick one thing from this video and implement it this week. Next month, not next month, not, next week, this week. Maybe you research CRM options or you start looking at if your CRM is the right one for you to keep scaling in your business. Maybe you want to map out your first simple funnel if you don't have one. Maybe you reach out to one potential partner. Who knows? Whatever resonated with you gave you the idea that there's something new that you can implement in your business. And I gave you a lot of information in this show for you to really start doing, okay? And success comes from implementation, not information. So you've got the information now. You heard it. You watched it on this video. Now go implement it. And I believe in you. I believe in your business. And I will see you succeed because I know you can implement anything that you want in your business as long as it resonates to you, okay? And I will see you in the next video. I can't wait to keep teaching you new things. So now go build something amazing. Take care.